do I need? I need water. I need some water. Some water. Clear my throat. Oh, what a banger. What an absolute banger. This is also a banger. Also a banger. Oh, we need to change our thingy. This is day 15. Day 15. I spelled Gaius correctly the very first try. Amazing. Amazing. Oh, whoops. Oh, get out of there. Okay. Hey, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. We're back. We're back and we're better than ever. As it usually goes. Let's log ourselves in, shall we? Oh, hope everybody had a good weekend. We had a good time. Just hanging out. Doing what you do. Trying to think about what we did last time. Last time, we fought Garuda, and Gaius Van Belsar came back, and he dropped his big dinosaur monster on us, and the dinosaur monster grabbed everybody's heads, smashed them apart, crushed them together, and sucked up all their energy, and he was like, oh, you know, kind of doing that. Everybody was like, oh no, we gotta run, we gotta get out of here, what the heck is going on? And yeah, that's where we left off, basically. Yeah. Garuda was essentially just saying, you know, I'm gonna try and make you a thrall, and then she had imprisoned all the other beast tribes, and there was like tornadoes going, and the tornadoes were just killing all these beastmen, and the beastmen and the Amalja and the kobolds were like, we need our primals to come back, so everybody got summoned, and then the big dinosaur creature came in and ate them all. And that's pretty much it. That was, you know, so pretty standard day for our Warrior of Light here. Ooh, also, look at me now. Look at me now, guys. Look at me now, Dad. I'm trying a Black Mage. Ooh, Black Mage sounds super cool. But I also learned about the gear set list. This is so helpful, even though I actually messed up, because I want to... What do I do? I put this on. There we go. Okay. Perfect. We're back. We're back. I forgot to set up a gear set for my Dragoon, unfortunately, which was a bad decision on my part. And I now need to go back through and re-equip everything. That is good. You're good. You're very good. You're good. Oh, you're even better. Is that right? That's not right. There was one that was better. No. Okay, good. Cool. Excellent. One of those. Toss on one of those. What's the eye level of that one? Put that one on there. We got 2 rings. Got 2 rings. We got weathered ring. A brand new ring. Which means we put you there. And now we will add a set. Lancer. Wait. Am I not a dragoon yet? When do I become a dragoon? No, oh, duh. Oh my gosh. Duh. Dragoon. Oh, can I just click this to update? Looks like I can. And now, dragoon. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. So good. Okay, so he slew the Lady of the Vortex, sort of. She kind of got killed on her own. And we're going to go back and talk to our boy Alphino. Although, when we were chatting... Oh, oh no. They've died. When we were chatting with... what's his name? Sid. When we were chatting with Sid, he called him Alpha Nod. Which I think is incorrect. Right? Is that incorrect? I'm pretty sure that's incorrect. It's not Alpha Nod. Is this up? Yes. The lift attendant. Let's go to the airship landing, please. Yes, please and thank you. Oh. Take me to the airship landing, please. Oh, fall is even in more of a swing now than it was when I last streamed, and it's amazing. It's just so it's kind of like ooh, a little nipply outside, a little nipply, and I mean it's cold. What I also mean is it's 84 degrees outside, but it felt cold this morning. All right, Alphino, what do you have to say for us? Well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Snow, shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own. I could have sworn I saw... but I'm sure it was mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I even mentioned it. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare summon their god so long as that weapon exists, the big dinosaur. Truly a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot to plot its destruction. Alphanod. I'm gonna turn off the game sound. There we go. It is past time that we return to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer will be to dishonor the memory of those who fell there. We've been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. He's a true leader. What up, Jules? Oh. It's an aura. Big spiky hair. Very anime of him. He's beginning to become more of a leader, Alphino. He continues to lead. Excuse me for drinking on stream here. Sweagerum, Dancing Chick, Nedrick, all of my friends, except Tartaru. Tartaru's not here. And it's making me sad. It's making me bummed. Oh, not any more bummed than I am walking into this place. Yikes. Tell me, Snow, does aught here strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Mayhap it's just my imagination. Come, let us proceed into the solar. Into the solar. Wait. Oh, it's Yida. Who goes there? Now, Yida. Is that any way to greet a friend? Elfino. Snow. Sid? Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of it. It's been a while, Yida. Oh. Oh. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been... Oh, she thought we were killed. We'd been killed. This place has seen better days. You know, I wasn't actually there when I was still in talks with the Adder's Nest. The first I knew about it was when I came back and I saw... Ida. The church had taken care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. Holy... Oh my gosh, dude. It was hard to know where to start if Y'shtola hadn't been here to help me. Y'shtola's here too? Ooh, Y'shtola's here. Oh! Yes, but she's not here right now. Oh, she's gone to Ul'dah to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papalymo and Minfilia weren't among the dead, according to the church. Y'shtola thinks they were taken somewhere. Dude, if Papalymo gets... If he was killed, oh, seriously consider quitting. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires. Knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals. One that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity it grants to the gifted to the primals. It grants the gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful though his Allagan weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo, none of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. No matter, the Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Yida? What? Yes, yes, of course. Whatever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Y'shtola's return. For now, I say we rest. Oh. Yes, rest. Rest up.
Hear, feel, think.
That was either really good or really bad.
Brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright.
Yes.
I am Hydaelyn, all made one.
Crystal hive mind.
Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield, both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
Oh, she's back. The best scion. Y'shtola. Snow, I see you and Alphino are saved. And Sid. We jogged that guy's memory. Real hard. That we five should meet each other thus defies simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Louis Swa guides us still. He would not see us undone so easily. Now, not now, when the need is so great. I know where Menphilia and the others are being held. Where? An Imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona, Castrum Sentry. I absolutely love those crystal scenes. Just because they have such a cool blocking on all of the images. Like the part where it just zooms out and you have this like realization of the scale of the crystal, and there's your character, just like this tiny little speck. Oh, that stuff is so cool. Whew! I love that. And I want to see more. Okay? Please and thank you. Oh, I can't... We haven't finished the quest yet. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Snow. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperial castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now the castrum sentry houses prisoners, from whom the Garleans deem valuable. We may be confident that they've taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free your friends, we will require an effective strategy. And if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portelaine of House Durandare. He is stationed at the Observatorium in Kurthus. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. I'm sick and tired of having to go get help from everybody in Kurthus, because they're always like, no, you got to get somebody to vouch for you. No, you got to get somebody to do this. And I end up running all over the place. Also, Kurthus is like a general area is a little bit annoying because there's only one Aetheryte. Okay? Not to complain, but that's kind of where I'm at with it. But no matter. We'll go talk to, what's his name? We'll go talk to what's his name. We're so close, you guys, though. 4 levels away from being able to switch to Red Mage. I'm excited because I want to learn a new rotation, and it'll be fun to learn a rotation that just gets dumped on you at level 50. With Black Mage so far, it's been really boring. But that's what I hear. Black Mage is pretty simple until you get to, like, I don't know. Until you have to do more swapping, right? Oh, while we're here, let's take a pause on our MSQ and let's do our class quest. Impeccable timing, Snow. A message arrived from Estinian, but moments ago. Much to my astonishment, he would trade words with us and bids us meet him at Boulder's Downs. As to his true intentions, I cannot say. It may well be a trap, but we must go nonetheless. I trust I can count upon your company. Let's go, dude. Let's go meet Estinian. Where he at? Where he at, though? Up here? What are we gonna... let's see what I unlock. Let's go look at Spine Shatter Dive. Delivers a jumping attack with a potency of 190. So is it just like another weave? Another off GCD? I assume we're gonna have to come back here, so I don't think it'll be inefficient to just leave and then go up and do the quest and come back. That's what I'm assuming. My assumption. I just remembered what the music here reminds me of. It reminds me of Dragon's Dogma. That's what it reminds me of. And with all of the dragons and everything, just like sitting around here, and like the draconian, whatever they're called, like the heretics that turn themselves into the dragons. I think the resemblance is a little bit more than just the sound. I'm assuming I'm going the right way. Should I kill these guys? Why not? Why not? Oh, you're running away. Yeah, you're running. But you, giant reader. Oh, I didn't get out of there. Paralyze me. I keep forgetting that I need to do it earlier because once the animation ends, that's really when I'm in the new position. I'm really stuck. I'm animation locked. Istidian, what do you have for us? You're hanging out near these like red crystals. Oh, hello. Hello, friend. Oh, there he is. Oh, he looked a little slippery. Did you see that? His feet were slipping down. Master, it has been too long. Estinian, end this folly at once. You must know that each second the eye passes outside Ishgard's walls brings us closer to a repeat of the tragedy of 20 summers past. Surrender yourself and the eye, and return with me to Ishgard before it's too late. Nope. But it is already too late, Master. For you see, Nidhogg has already awakened. What? Hear me, Master. You've mistaken the cause of the dragon's return. The eye is not to blame. A premonition came to me by virtue of the dragon within, warning me that the great worm would soon rouse. Even as he slumbered, Nidhogg seethed with irrepressible rancor for the wound of 20 years ago. The rancor will send him flying as a speeding arrow to Ishgard, whereupon death and devastation will ensue. But there is a possible solution. Were the eye taken to a remote land far from the Holy See, then and only then could destruction be averted, and the lives of innocent Ishgardians be spared. You mean to make a bait of yourself? Nay, there is more to this than you let on. You seek a vengeance. You seek vengeance for Ferndale. To me, the two are one and the same. You know my past better than anyone else. It was for no other reason than to avenge my family that I became a dragoon. Dragons long outlive men, and do not soon forget the wrongs done them. What grudge they harbor burns as fire in their hearts, over time swelling into an unquenchable inferno. You need only look back on history to see that Nidhogg grows stronger with each awakening. When last he darkened our skies, the great worm came within a hair's breadth of laying waste to Ishgard. Not short of death will prevent him from completing his mission. When next he wakes, Nidhogg took everything from me. Now, I shall take everything from him, even if it means my life. The eye works in ways men can ill comprehend, but this much is plain. In choosing two azure dragoons, in one generation it means for us to join together in common cause. Adventurer, you've heard my resolution. Now I ask that you lend me your power. The power of the dragon. In the long and proud history of Ishgard, never before have two Azure Dragoons arisen in the same era to fight as one. This is our best, nay, our only chance to send the Great Worm to eternal slumber. Behold my armor. This is the Draken mail, forged in the lifeblood of dragons. As blood calls to blood, so too does the armor call to the dragon within, redoubling the wearer's strength thereby. If you would realize your potential as an Azure Dragoon, you must needs clad yourself in the same. Ooh. Do we get that armor? Clad so you will inherit the technique passed from the Azure Dragoon to Azure Dragoon, down through the generations. Then, and only then, will your training be complete. But first, you must win the Draken mail as I and Sir Albrecht did before you, by proving yourself worthy in the ultimate trial of the Azure, a series of battles so harrowing as to send the unworthy to an early demise. Master, once the adventurer acquires the armor, pray see to it that he learns to harness the power of the dragon in full. Estinian, wait. Save your worries. I do not mean to make myself easy prey for dragons. Oh, his little, his visor is so cool. I take my leave of you. So this is one thing that I find that Final Fantasy XIV does really, really well with all their design. They have really good silhouettes for everything. Really, really good silhouettes. From the really small Lalafels to the really big, bulky, armored tanks to these, like, you know, slim, tall dragoons with kind of some of these spiky elements going off. If you were to take, like, a party of a bunch of different adventurers or different players all together in different classes, you would have such a cool silhouette just by virtue of, like, their size, by virtue of the types of armor that they're wearing based on class. I think it's super, super cool that they've had so much attention to detail with the silhouettes specifically, because it really helps you. It helps ground even if you don't feel like it, right? You know that Estinian's a dragoon. You know that by virtue of his character. But if you're a new player, you know it right because of the visual language, which is so, so cool. And something that I find that a lot of MMOs don't really do, especially with their armor types. Like, I'm trying to think of an example. Lost Ark, their design is very much like, it's a Korean MMO, right? But the design principles don't follow that. And if you look at armor types between different melee classes, between different jobs, you don't really get the same visual language as you do from this game. It's super cool. Same with the crystal. Same with that crystal scene where the visual language is size and scale and all this cool stuff that they're playing with that really helps, like, send the point home that Heidelin is, like, this huge mother crystal, and she's got all these little tiny crystals that are going around, and yours are but, like, tiny little minuscule parts of that, and that only further, like, encourages you to search and learn more because you want to know more about, like, this huge thing that's controlling everything, which is so cool. I find that awesome. All right, Portal Lane. Oh, before I talk to you, I forgot I can't exit this. Give me your cutscene, and then we'll continue talking about the design language. Castrum Sentry, what interests have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. See, that might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum, a Hurrian woman, an Elzen man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male and 1 female. It's them. It has to be. Filia, Urianger, and Papolino, and Tataru. Ooh, Tataru's. If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about our more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Kurthis not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogaden and a Lalafell, were seen fleeing the aircraft. What did you say? Those are my bros. Those are my people. Give me 1 sec. This is always the time I have to mess with my thermostat. For some reason, it like turns on eco mode, and I don't want eco mode. Okay, I want cold. A rogue Gaiden and Lalafell, Master Garlong. Neither wore imperial dress, and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue. Hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those two rascals to escape. We must find them, Snow, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in Castrum Century will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you best act now. Then enough of the flowery language. If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow Scions prisoner in hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not Scions, nor do they know aught of the Echo. As Lord Portalane said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Damn, you shall... Damn. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. Am I a simp for Yashola? No, not yet. But also, yes, and fully. Ooh! Gaius and friends. Gaius and fabulous friends. Look at him go. See, this is another example of like a cool silhouette. This character right here, I forget what his name is, but that is a cool silhouette. Same with this. It's complex. It's got little bits and pieces. It's got stuff sticking out, but overall, it's got this arching back. It's got these like really strong angles and claws and things that really project a lot of power, which is super, super cool. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work, but all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. Ooh. His plan's It's coming together. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Ratatin. Ratatin. That's his name, okay. You depart for Castrum Occident at midnight. You will command the western front in Vilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my impudence, but it is proper to give command of half of our forces to it. I have given you nothing, Praefectus. You've earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. You're fabulous with your big shields and whatever. He is fabulous. My quarters. 1 hour. That's her dad, right? I think I heard that somewhere. Posture check. Posture check. Hydration check. Portalane would like to aid in your search for Biggs and Wedge. My purpose here is to raconter the Garlean activity along Abalanthia's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Y'shtola. Me too, dog. Me too. 100%. It's an honor. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by way of Zamel Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Brisells, may be able to tell you more. So, as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. Pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Dude, me too. It is an honor. Ooh, you look cool. Good lord. Looking pretty cool. Although the pants were not really doing it for me. Estinian! Forgive me, I was deep in thought. Now then, as to acquire the armor of which Estinian spoke. At first, it was my intention to bequeath mine own armor to you. I'm an Azure Dragon no longer, and its powers are wasted on me. It would be simple enough to hand it over to you and complete your training right here and now. But, it is as Estinian said, the Draken armor is no ordinary set of mail. Its strength derives from the dragon blood whence it came, the blood's power resonating within the soul of the wearer. Though I can no longer draw upon my own armor's power, its bond to me was forged years ago. Were I to bestow it on you now, I fear it would offer but a scintilla of the protection it offered me in those bygone days. Aye, Estinian has the right of it. You must claim your armor as he and I did before you. You must complete the trials of the Azure, that the powers of dragon blood may be yours, and yours alone. The ogre's belly will be where your final test begins. I shall dispatch Sir Brucemont there. Seek him out upon your arrival. Brucemont? Okay. So I have to go up here, but I'm assuming that this next quest, since it's right next to this dungeon, I'm assuming I'm gonna have to queue for it. So why don't we do this? We're gonna go start the Eyes of the Empire. We'll do that one, and then we'll go meet Brucemont. And if it's like I don't know if you can do instance content while you're queued, but regardless, we'll try it out. I hate result. You stand before Zamel Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the great Ishgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. A letter from Lord Portelaine. So you've come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel has scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area, seeking to recapture them. What? The captives are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near Arumvero, situated north and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Pierre Mons. He should be able to assist you. Okay, I guess not. We're just gonna go. Let's go. I want the armor. I'm all about the glam, so let's go do that. Oh, I guess we could just TP. Can't we? Let's teleport. Let's teleport. At least it's central. At least the Aetherite's central. I complain because I'm lazy. You know. I just don't want to have to run. But running is an essential aspect. Traveling. Seeing all the different vistas. These are essential aspects. Speaking of silhouettes, I was watching some of the design philosophy. It was like a YouTube video about the design philosophy surrounding classic World of Warcraft. And they had a really interesting way of setting up silhouettes. It was all about like sight lines. So whenever a character would enter or was like approaching Orgrimmar, they would see the silhouette of the two towers at the very front. And they were like, we need to protect this. So as far as like our design goes, we're going to avoid putting in any extra bits and pieces so that the player gets this beautiful silhouette of the design we've created. And then they compared it with the retail version, which was like just designed to shit. Like there is too much stuff going on, and it ruined the silhouette of the city and kind of changes the player's experience. So all that to say, with this game specifically, I think Limsa is a really good example of how they're using silhouettes, how they're using those kinds of things, how they're using the general shapes to really guide people's eyes. And I think they still have that. I'm excited to see, like, you know, the continued design philosophies that they're implementing. But as far as like a general thing, a general statement, I can say that, like, so far the the very basic principles of design are being like utilized to their fullest extent, and they're not ignoring them just so that they can pack in more polygons or pack in an extra texture or pack in another type of effect. And that's cool. That's cool. I like that. Anyway, enough about silhouettes. Let's talk to Brucemont. You've grown strong since we last met, adventurer, but you pale in comparison with your azure forebears. If you would prove me wrong, let your lance do the talking. Am I supposed to kill you? Oh, there's a swordsman. Did you just summon this guy? How did this guy show up? Where did you find him? I did it, Brucemont. I did it. Once again, adventurer, you prove yourself worthy beyond my expectations. Take this, but know that your trial has only just begun. I thought he said my final task. Didn't he say that? Oh, I guess I have to go deeper into the cave. One other thing that I was curious about with this game is I didn't know what progging was. I'm always looking at like the end game content stuff, even though I'm nowhere near finishing A Realm Reborn even. And then after that I have 4 expansions to get through. I'm still looking at like end game content just to see what it looks like once I dump, you know, 600-700 hours into the game over the next year. What's the end game content looking like? And I didn't know what progging meant, so I looked that up, and I watched a little bit of a streamer do some progging or progression is what I learned that it meant. And progression, I guess it just means that it's the time prior to you actually understanding the fight. So like you're playing around with the mechanics, you're trying to understand what the mechanics are, and trying to work through those as a team. And that looked so freaking fun. It looked awesome. It looked frustrating. And it looked like frustrating because you're with a group of people, and if one person fucks up, then everybody like loses, and you have to restart, which sounds annoying. But they're like, yeah, we just do like 1,000 runs and, you know, go through and. But that seems super cool. So I'm hoping Horizon's Dawn, which I just joined their Discord, which is super cool. Yeah, I haven't chatted with anybody there yet. But yeah, dude, I'm hoping to get into some of that, you know, like with some lighter content, maybe not like an ultimate, or I don't know what the distinctions are. I know ultimates are the ultimate, like they're what everybody plays for. They're the ultimate content. Sounds fun. It sounds fun. Sounds frustrating, but fun. And I can get down with some frustration, but fun. Your trial is nigh complete, but be forewarned, many before you have made it this far, only to fail at the final challenge. Do not let overconfidence be your downfall. I'm gonna let it be my downfall. I am too overconfident. So, back off. Just back off. Hey, Brucemont. So you made it this far. Well, very well. Prove yourself worthy of the Azure, or die in the effort. Why don't you just put the enemy in the middle of the room? It's lucky that I'm getting all my buffs back up before I fight the next guy. Watch out for that. Done. Bruce Mott, I did it. You've demonstrated your powers to me beyond a doubt. Aye. There is not an Ishgardian who would gainsay your right to don the armor of the dragons. Let's go. I don't know what he said on that last one. I fat fingered that one, but ooh. Wait, did I gain? Draken breeches. I only got these. Look at my skinny jeans. Oh no. I know this is just like the bottom set. Oh, okay. Oh, did I only? They didn't give me the chest? I guess I get the chest later. And I don't get the helmet. So I guess I get the helmet later too. So just the arms and the legs and the boots. Rip. It's so sad. Oh well. Oh well. This is... I look ridiculous, but we'll wear this for now. Yep. I think both quests are in the same spot. Oh no, this one's down there. Ooh. I've been playing a lot of Starfield as well with some friends. And that game just keeps growing on me. Just keeps growing and growing. I think at a certain point I'll get bored of it, you know? And that hasn't happened yet with Final Fantasy. It's been almost, what, 3 weeks now? Or on week 3? Beginning of week 3, that is. And I don't feel like it's got stale or like I've been pushed too far or anything like that. Or like I'm grinding too hard or anything. Mostly, I think partially because I keep these sessions so short. You know, a 2-hour session is not too bad, but yeah, Starfield is super fun, super fun. I'm all about that sci-fi aesthetic. I think a lot of people don't like it because it's something familiar and they wanted something new, or they had some expectations surrounding it, and it kind of ruined everything for them, which is fine. Yeah, everybody has expectations, but you gotta temper yours. Yeah, I did it. Thank you. Well, I gotta do the final trial, which is up here. Play the flute. I'm sorry, I skipped that, I know. No, I didn't read. It's TLD for a reason. It's TLD for a reason. And it's streaming for a reason, because I need accountability. So I can actually experience the story. I know myself. I know myself, and I will skip things. Because I'm lazy. But this effectively helps me become a little bit more... What's the word? Consistent. Consistent. I was going to say diligent. Not diligent, but consistent for sure. If I force myself into a schedule, because I want to experience this too, but part of me is just like, skip it. Let's get to the good stuff, you know. But I won't experience the good stuff in its fullness if I don't have the context surrounding it. And I just know myself. It's that. Blow the whistle. Wait, so I guess... Oh, wait. Ooh, we have to fight an actual dragon. Fight Grey Wing. Am I? Oh, no. He's dead. Get absolutely wrecked. Dun, dun, dun. Popping and popping off. Let's go. And I think we'll make it. We have, what, 2 weeks before October. Is that right? That's crazy. This year went by so fast. It's October. I am really ready for the changing of seasons, though. I know I talk about it all the time, but it just gives me so much joy to see that kind of stuff. It's so good. What I was saying though was I think we can get there and start doing some of the level 50 trials and level 50 duties that will reward us those tomestones that we can quickly. Are you okay? Oh, you're part of the fate. I was like, what? You just showed up? Hey, Jelly Jam, how's it going? Your presence before me indicates you've seen the visitor. Have you aught to show for your deeds? Oh, I have aught. I have a lot of aught. The Skull of Greywine, old warrior of the Dravanian Horde. It is said that in ages... Childbred. I'll speak it to you. I know, buddy. I know. So would you join your strength to Estinians that Ishgard might be free from the rage of the Great Worm forevermore? Then I shall honor my promise. You shall have full use of the powers by the time we're done. Before we begin, there is something I must needs confess. You will recall the tale of my battle with Needhog 20 years ago, and how the power of the dragon left me on account of the injuries I sustained. What I said was an untruth. The power did not abandon me, Snow. It was I who abandoned it. Being derived from our mortal enemies, the power of the Azure Dragoon is a double-edged sword. Even as it lends us the strength we need to smite dragons, it heightens our communion with the creatures, rendering our minds more susceptible to the seduction than ordinary men. Even as I buried my lance in Nidhogg's flesh, his gaze locked and mine eyes met. Then we looked, with a look that would fair impale a man. In that instant, I found myself assailed by a torrent of emotions, not mine own. Sorrow, rancor, pity. What does rancor mean? Bitterness or resentfulness, especially when long-standing. They threatened to drown the man and me, and leave behind a dragon. Fearing that I might turn traitor, I chose to purge myself with the power that the eye had bestowed upon me. Thus regained lucidity. I was able to rout the grievous wounded Nidhogg. I was able to rout him. Alas, countless of his brethren yet remained. As if to mock me, they fell upon Ferndale with a vengeance. Bereft of my power, it was all I could do to save but one child. Nary a soul knows of this, nay, not even Estinian, but I can keep him in the dark no longer. At our last meeting, Estinian said that protecting Ishgard and exacting revenge upon Nidhogg are as one day. That frame of mind, I fear, may well lead to his demise. The desire to protect and the desire to avenge are opposing forces that can ill be reconciled. Worse, the latter serves only to cloud his sense of self. When next Estinian and I meet, I intend to confess all, though it mean the loss of his good opinion. The outcome of the coming battle in his very life may well depend on his readiness to relinquish his powers. Never allow yourself to forget the origin of your strength. Ever does the dragon lurk behind your eyes, biding its time, ready to claim you for its own. Aught less than complete conviction, and you will find yourself in its vice-like clutches. Oh, like a D. Duchess. So forewarned, let us return to our present endeavor. My promise to Estinian was that I would impart onto you the technique that will mark you as a true Azure Dragoon. If you would know the truth, however, the knowledge is not within my power to bestow. Now, you must claim the technique much as you claimed the fourth piece of the armor, by proving yourself in battle with the dragons, whose power you would unite with your own. I entrust you with this flute once more. Take it to the southwest of the Providence Point and blow a single note. By locking wills with your adversary and prevailing, you will prove yourself worthy to champion the cause to which your lance is sworn. The dragon within you shall then awaken. Oh. Hi, Vant. Whee. Okay, Fatal Seduction. Oh, Fatal Seduction. Is Y'shtola gonna be there? Because because I don't know where I was going with that. Scratch that. Delete that. Scratch that from the record. Scratch that from the digital record. Whoa. Titania. Oh my gosh. That is an amazing mount. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, goodbye. Are you leaving me? I love the flower. It's like a lotus. Ooh. There's so much stuff that just keeps popping up. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Kids are yelling outside. It's the end of the school day. Oh, I have to be up there. Oops. How the heck? Did I screw myself? I have to go back around. Yep. FF14. FF14. Let's go be fatally seduced. Okay? I'm ready to be fatally seduced. Ready? Oh. He's ornery. He's ornery, but he's cute. Oh, his little legs. Oh, he's just pitter-pattered fast. Oh my gosh. Kara cool. Blow the whistle. Archaeoavis. Archaeoavis. Come here, Archaeoavis. Damn to meet your match. Oops. Only if I can do my rotation correctly. Only if I don't mess it up. Stun you? He barely did a dent. Barely a dent. Alright. Chocobo? Whee! Try and fly. Try and fly. You can do it! Oh. He couldn't do it. He tried his hardest. And yeah, I'm so proud of him. So proud. Do, do, do. Roll traits. Alright, Elberic. How's it going? It is good to see you safely returned. I take from your bearing. I take from the bearing that your engagement was favorably. Oh yeah, for sure, don't you know? Went so favorably. Oh yeah. You left this place as a man, Snow, but you returned as a dragon. There is more for me to teach you. From here, your battle is yours and yours alone. Oh, there's no more for me to teach you. Ugh. Now, you might recall me saying that the fifth and final piece of the dragon armor was not mine to give. However, that was not wholly true. I could guide you in the direction of that which you seek. That said, I yet have reservations. The sheer power of the dragon housed within it is such that a great many of your azure forebearers, myself among them, have proven hopelessly incapable of wielding it. But I do not doubt what I see. I, within you, has awakened a strength that forever eluded the likes of me. If you're not worthy of wearing the armor, then I know none who are. Remember my warning to you, Snow, and heed it well. Nidhogg is a lord among his kind. Aught less than a complete conviction, and you will surely fall under his thrall. Before you can master your foe, you must needs master yourself. Hone your lance, arm till it can bear no further honing, and then present yourself to me. When the time has come, I will tell you what you need to know. I look forward to our next meeting, young dragoon. Thanks. Did I get the last piece? Did I get the last two pieces? I guess he's like withholding the last piece of the set. Your inner dragon grows stronger. Amazing. So did I get the helmet? Oh, we got the helmet. Okay, we're gonna turn that on. Did we get the... Oh. What goes better? Does this go better? I guess that goes kind of better than this. Oh, the visor's open. Ooh, okay. Okay, it's looking pretty cool. That being said, let's turn the visor down. That looks even cooler. How does it look like this? No, icky. Looks icky goo, icky gross. Oh, that was like our leveling set. Toss that on there. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Looks pretty sweet. I wish I had the chest piece though. They don't give you the chest piece. What the heck? What the break, dude? I'm so pissed. Let's go find Biggs and Wedge. Let's go find our friends. Get out of here, my puppy. My ear's starting to hurt. My ear is in pain. Mostly from this beanie. Feeling like more fall than I actually should be. Pierre Mons, the Imperial airship. I saw it approach the land. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel. Take to the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked. There was an air of consternation about them. Consternation. Heavens no. Sir Pierre Mons wants to share with you what he knows about the two fugitives. Well, why didn't you say so? There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Garleans who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness in order to alert our forces. I returned to my post to find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large, one small. If you search the area, mayhap you'll be able to follow the prints to their owners. Dude, Biggs and Wedge. Love those guys. There we go. Oh, so much better. Woo! Whew. Hey, Annie fans. Kill this snow wolf while we're at it. Yep. Yep. Let's just... Oh no, what am I doing? Oh, I'm typing in my party chat. Oh no! Classic. I'm literally typing in party chat. Hey, cute! Get out of here. I don't even have a party to chat to. Do 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 do. Those look like little tiny baby footprints. Aha! I've solved the puzzle. Hey, oh, it's Wedge. Dude. Wedge. You and your little onion hairdo. So cold. I want to go home. Hello. Please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. The Lalafell surprise. So good. Snow, it's you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Garleans were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell's bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw, thrice. And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Little dude. Biggs, he isn't here. He went off on a different direction to lure our pursuers away. Oh, dude. Sacrificed himself. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Yep. Track down Wedge. That's wonderful news. Now what of Biggs? I haven't seen him. Blah, 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 blah. I see. Well, it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For, excuse me, all the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, he always taken care of it. Oh, it's cute. They're friends. I love it. I have scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west. With both Yida and Yashtola helping us out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position, while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to the west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let's meet there. Dare I hope? Was that Master Garlong you spoke with? Yeah, dude. After 5 long years. Thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now, Snow. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Let's do it. This way. Oh, I wish you got followers. Like you could have little Wedge as a follower. Be awesome. Yeah, dude, this music is so much like Dragon's Dogma. Which also had great music. Monument Tower. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it's this little friend of mine. It would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourselves by the fire. I'll bring you hot broth. You know, that's actually how you... if you have hypothermia, you don't want to go, like, next to a fire. You don't want to, like, heat somebody up that way. The only reason is because if they have hypothermia, they can literally go into shock from, like, exterior blood being warmed going to their heart, and they can have a heart attack. And what you do is you give them hot broth, or you give them like a hot beverage, or just like hot water, and that warms like the internals, so that when the extremities are warmed, all of the blood that's rushing from your fingers doesn't Send your body into literal shock. Isn't that crazy? Hypothermia. Now you know. Now you know. How are we feeling now then? Stay here as long as you need. So they did it right. They did their homework. If he's got hypothermia, they gave him some warm broth. There you go. Done. The same goes for you, friend. It is plain you've a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. Yes. Okay. Yes. 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 Well, just go find Sid. I'm sure you're aching. Wedge is gravely concerned for his missing companion. I'm fine now, thanks to you both. I can't bear to think that Biggs is still out there alone in the cold. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, people here have seen something. Maybe they have. Let's talk to Ebeli? The Roegaden gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion? I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think for a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it Fury's Gaze, and it may be worth the while to investigate. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by. Oh, he probably did. He's just a nice guy. Whoa. Look at all these plasmoids. This cave is awesome. Look around. I like that there's just this one stalactite? Is that the one that goes down? Oh. Get out of here. Don't do your AoEs. Oh shit. Stun him. I forgot I have another off DCD that I can start weaving in. I'm sorry, Plasmoid. I didn't mean to do that. Oh no, dude. I'm sorry. He's gonna hate me. I don't want to hurt the Plasmoids. They didn't do anything, okay? They didn't do anything. They're fine. It's another foggy day in Kurthus. Wedge, Woo Weg. Snow, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area. Well, that stands to reason. I suppose seeing as he was trying to lure the Garleans away from me, but where within the vast sea of snow and ice could he be? We can't give up Snow. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen. And hurry. Biggs' chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment. I'm on it. You're a sick boy. Sorry, sick man. Alright. Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say. If he's not found here or in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possible we made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Danifin Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do not tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I nearly broke my neck, and I slipped and took a tumble. Guess what, buddy? Guess what? I don't care. Whee! You may have broken your neck, but I was brought to 1 HP, and I'm fine. Alright, so... Mind the stairs. Don't slip and fall. That's so funny. That's like a... They're pointing out the fact that you're just gonna hop off. You're just gonna jump off and have your health regen. Which is hilarious. Oh, are we going back to this, like, spiky red... I don't know what this landmark is. I'm sure they're gonna tell us more about it, but... Oh, Y'shtola! Ida! You guys are here. Duty calls. Oh, I hope I don't make a fool of myself. Because there was one... There was one... duty. And I screwed it up. I had to go on easy. Because I was terrible. Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? Oh, it's Biggs. Look at that. We found him. Oh, and Yita's ready. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Yita has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me. With me. Oh. That's all you had to say, Y'shtola. That's all you had to say. 100%. He's not alone. Kill them all. Kill them all, my fabulous goatee. Ugh. Boom. Okay, right, I'm going to move this to shift Q. Seems like it is better. Oh, there's more. Vanguard's destroy them. Less provoking and more pummeling. I know I have to protect Biggs, so do I have to do like aggro? Oh, he's losing himself. Come here, buddy. Let's get him healed though. Like, you can just step out of the AoEs. That's what you're supposed to do. Out of the AoEs. Find the buff. Stick a buff. The Vanguards are good. This is chaos. I don't know who I'm supposed to be fighting. I know, I just have to protect him. And Gita. Zoom out more. That would make things a lot easier. Done. Done and dusted. Done and dusted. Oh, Biggs, you're back. My thanks. Another moment and I would have... Yep, you would have. He's been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. And we gotta do the broth trick, so that his body doesn't go into shock. Monument Tower, you say? Very well, Yuda, and I shall bear him there. With all haste. I like Biggs's, I like his boots. Get those boots. Right. Let's go report to Wedge, our little friend. I'm still so curious about this little area. I want to know why is it red? Why is it spiky? What's the deal? But again, I'm sure they're going to tell us at some point in the future. I'm also curious as to why I didn't get my chess piece. I'm a little bit miffed. Alright, Wedge, what do you have to say? Oh, he's crying. Oh. I cannot thank you enough, Snow. And the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh. Don't mention it. We are family, are we not? Yes, it's just I didn't think I'd ever see him again. Oh, friends! I owe a lot of you my life. And you saved Wedge's too. So I'm losing count of how many times I owe you. Yeah, dude, you owe me like at least 3 times, I think now. Oh, Biggs, Wedge. Gods, it's good to see the two of you again. This is like their meeting. Oh, he's like getting down on his knees. It's really you. It's really you. In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh. Oh. When Alphino told me of the raid and the waking stands, I feared the worst had happened. The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came, and before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the Garleans get there so fast? I mean, the immortal flames should have seen them coming, right? I myself have asked the same question that day. When I returned to the carnage at the Waking Sands, I noted not a miss in horizon. Nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this, I concluded that the Garleans came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by potent teleportation magics. Magics of the kind used by the Asians. Ooh. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of the waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of Imperial stronghold, Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together, while Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we had heard from them. Castrum Sentry. She's like, I don't know. Yshtal is like, I do. I know. I know what's going on. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but was probably moons or maybe only weeks. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced emergency landings. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. Ooh. The rest, as they say, is history. If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story, sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel. That will have been Biggs' handiwork, like as not. You always were resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Oh, they were just reminiscing. It's so cute. Snow, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others still want for rescue. True. All right, you lot. Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Let's do it. Woo, yeah. That's the thing. Amazing. We saved them. We saved them. All right. I have to cook dinner tonight, y'all. I gotta cook dinner tonight. That's my excuse for getting off so early. I know it's been an hour and a half. We're gonna do more tomorrow, though. More tomorrow. 3:30 till like 6:30 Mountain Standard Time. We'll be there, 3 hours ish, and we'll continue. I think we can make it there. We've been really cranking through. It's only taken me a little over 2 weeks to get to this point, and we are level 44 on the main story quest. I don't know how many extra we still have to go through. I'm not going to look up on the wiki because I don't want to spoil anything for myself. But yeah, if you've been here, thank you for tuning in. Snow TLD, he's got his new armor set going. Trying to match it up a little bit with some chest piece that I have. Biggs Wedge saved, found and saved. And on that note, I'm going to bid you all adieu. Have a great rest of your day. Have a fabulous afternoon, or whatever time you're watching this. And yeah, like and follow. I'm going to be posting this as a VOD on YouTube, so if you're coming from YouTube, come join the Twitch channel. We got some people chatting up in here, typically. Typically. But if you just want to come and help answer some of my questions, again, pretty new here, so I'll have some questions to be answered if you're so inclined. But again, no pressure at all. All right, see you later.